Welcome to the deep dive. We're heading into some, maybe less charted territory in the Star Wars galaxy today.
Definitely. We've got a stack of material here from Star Wars, Young Jedi Knights, Book 12, Under a Black Sun, Return to Ord Mantell.
Right. And our mission, our deep dive today, isn't just about the usual Jedi heroics. We're really digging into character complexity,
Yeah, how past choices cast these long shadows.
Exactly. And how old conflicts just refuse to die, even out there. So expect some surprising facts, maybe a few aha moments. You should leave feeling pretty well informed.
And it's more than just good versus evil. It's really about the personal battles, inside and out.
What it means to learn, maybe unlearn things, and rebuild.
Finding some clarity when the lines get really blurry.
Okay, so let's kick things off on Yavin 4. We've got young Zekk, and he's doing some intense training.
Intense is right. He's alone, fighting this carnivorous tentacle tree with just a staff.
Yeah, and the source material really focuses on his inner thoughts, him fighting that urge for the easy power of the dark side.
Which he knows all too well, having trained at the Shadow Academy under Brachus.
You can almost feel the physical struggle, the irritating acid from the plant, the stinging, his hands swelling up. But the real fight is internal, isn't it? His resolve.
Well, what's interesting is Master Skywalker told him to start with simple exercises, just basic skills. But Zekk, he just pushes it. He actively seeks out this dangerous challenge. It makes you wonder, is choosing the absolute hardest way always the best path?
Good question. Especially given his past.
Right. He was the Second Imperium's darkest knight, got beaten by Luke's students. Then he tried being a bounty hunter.
But that didn't stick either. Didn't fit his mindset, apparently.
No, it wasn't just about profit for him. It was after dealing with the Diversity Alliance, destroying that Emperor's plague, that he really decided, okay, I need to be a true Jedi Knight.
So, back to the tree fight. Here's where it gets really interesting. He gets angry, taps into the dark side for a second.
And bam, defeats the tree easily, tearing vines, tying them in knots, even laughing about it.
But then almost instantly, he rejects it. He literally throws the staff aside.
And finds a new way. Just uses his calm mind, lets the attack slide off him.
That's a huge shift.
It really is. And Luke Skywalker shows up right then. He commends Zekk, tells him it takes courage to turn away from your old instincts.
And Luke drops that piece of wisdom.
Yeah, sometimes it's harder to unlearn bad teaching than it is to learn new skills. That really hits home.
And Luke offers him a different approach. Use the Force for something he actually enjoys, not just constant fighting.
Which is such a crucial lesson, right? For anyone overcoming negative patterns, it's about redirecting that energy positively.
Not just stopping the bad stuff, but replacing it.
Exactly. That's the key.
Okay, let's shift scenes. We're still at the Jedi Academy, but things feel a bit lighter, at least for now.
Right. The other young Jedi are there. Jacen, Jaina, Tenel Ka, Lobaka, MTD the droid.
Getting ready for a bonfire celebration. You see their personalities, right? Jaina tinkering, always.
Jacen being playful. He's got this frill lizard. Tenel Ka, serious as ever.
And MTD worrying about potential emergencies. Typical.
Then Han Solo arrives. Big entrance.
He's there to pick up the kids, Jacen, Jaina, and younger brother Anakin for the Blockade Runners Derby on Ord Mantell.
Ah, Ord Mantell. Not exactly known for its strict regulations.
No. Han's supposed to be respectable now, a New Republic Grand Marshal. But you know Han.
Still got that rogue streak. He's secretly planning to beat his old smuggling speed record.
But there's tension right away. Jaina with her mechanic's eye.
She notices something off about the Falcon's landing. The repulsor jets aren't balanced. It makes you think, doesn't it?
About how even familiar things might not be what they seem.
Exactly, especially when you're heading somewhere like Ord Mantell and maybe carrying old baggage.
So they start the pace run for the Derby, and then boom, space mines. Right in the course.
Yeah, sudden, very alarming. The kids react fast. Jaina's piloting is incredible.
They just barely dodge a direct hit. 14 mines explode behind them. You can imagine the chaos.
And the suspicion is immediate. That course is supposed to be clean, swept.
Han doesn't miss a beat. He's already gathering debris, evidence. He knows this wasn't random.
No way. It's deliberate. A setup.
And this brings in Chethros. Big guy, broad shoulders. Got that distinct metal visor over his eyes.
Yeah, metal band around his head, too. An old rival of Han's smuggler bounty hunter.
Now claims he's a legitimate businessman.
Yeah.
Even says he helped Han get the Grand Marshal job. Pulled some strings.
Right. And his explanation for the mines, just some stray contraband war materials from Anobis.
Anobis being the planet next door, stuck in this decade-long civil war.
It's a convenient story, isn't it? Especially coming from him on Ord Mantell. You have to wonder, is that the whole truth?
It definitely plants a seed of doubt. And it connects this local race to bigger, darker galactic stuff, illicit trade, ongoing wars.
The consequences ripple outwards.
So the derby happens, lots of weird ships, different pilots. And Anakin,
with his force sensitivity,
he picks the winner. The Rock Dragon, my headband passenger cruiser.
And guess who's piloting? Zekk, with Tenel Ka and Lobaka.
Right.
Looks like he found that enjoyable way Luke suggested.
Good for him. But back on Ord Mantell, things heat up again. The kids are looking at that mine debris Han collected.
And they get attacked.
Yeah.
These gray-skinned, chameleon-like creatures just appear out of nowhere.
Trying to steal the evidence. It's a frantic fight, lightsabers flashing. Jaina, Jacen, Tenel Ka, Loey.
Zekk jumps in too, using a stun blaster this time.
So now it's undeniable, right? Someone wants that evidence gone badly.
Absolutely. This shifts everything. It wasn't stray contraband, it was targeted. But why? What's the secret?
And then talk about dramatic entrances. This young woman, Anja,
with an acid yellow lightsaber. Whoa.
She jumps into the fight, and she is fierce, almost berserker-like.
After the chameleon creatures run off, she turns right on Han, pure fury.
And accuses him point blank, "You killed my father."
Oof. And Han, he flinches. He actually flinches. Denies it, but you can see it hits him hard.
Yeah, that reaction tells you everything. There's history here. Deep history.
So they get inside the Falcon, and Anja lays out her story. Her father, Galandro, legendary quick draw.
Killed by Han, she says, during a hunt for Zim the Despot's treasure. Betrayed.
She accuses Han of climbing over rivals, abandoning justice. It's raw.
It really makes you think about past actions, doesn't it? How they echo.
How things you did years ago, maybe tried to forget, can suddenly reappear and impact people's lives profoundly. Han's scoundrel past meeting Anja's present pain.
Han's denial is agitated, clearly rattled. He ends up talking privately with Jacen, Jaina, and Anakin.
And he finally tells them the real story, or his version of it.
Right. Galandro did betray the team on that treasure hunt. Challenged Han to a duel, which Han lost. Got stunned.
So Han wasn't even there for Galandro's end?
No. Galandro went into the vault, drew his blaster, and set off booby traps. That's what killed him.
And the crucial bit, the warning lights for those traps. Disabled by another teammate, skins.
Wow. So it's messy. Really messy. Not murder, but greed, betrayal, traps.
It's a huge aha moment, right? The truth is so much more complicated than Anja's simple narrative of revenge.
And you see why Han hesitated to tell her. Protecting her from that truth might just send her after skinks instead.
Yeah, it's a tangled web. But Han feels responsible somehow.
And it's little Anakin who suggests they go to Anobis, Anja's home planet, to help her people.
A new mission born from this old conflict.
So off they go to Anobis. Anja's with them, still hostile to Han, obviously.
And Anobis, it's grim. An agricultural and mining colony just torn apart by civil war for decades.
Yeah, the war started way back, lingered long after the Empire fell.
And the original reason. The farmers on the plains sided with the rebellion. The miners in the mountains needing trade leaned towards the Empire.
But now it's just ingrained. Habitual hatred.
It shows how these big galactic wars leave these festering local wounds that just keep bleeding, you know, long after the original cause is gone.
Their first stop is a farming village. Poverty, fear, it's palpable.
They meet the leader, Janos. He's got this makeshift mechanical leg. Tells them the miners plant these burrowing detonators in the fields.
Making farming impossible. People are starving, getting killed.
Yeah, there's this horrific moment described where someone just steps on one. Gone.
It really drives home the human cost. Productive land turned into a minefield, constant terror.
Then they go up to the mining village, meet Eli's, the leader there.
And you get the other side of the story. He says the farmers attacked their mines with sonic punchers.
Causing tunnel collapses, killing miners. He talks about one rockfall that buried 16 people.
So now you've got these two completely opposing stories, both sides suffering horribly, both blaming the other.
It really forces you, the listener, to step back, right? Truth in war is fractured. You can't just take one side's word for it. Understanding means seeing the pain everywhere.
And then comes this key piece of information. Limit, the smuggler they caught earlier.
Turns out he was selling weapons to both sides.
Profiting directly from the war, continuing, keeping it going.
That just exposes the cynical reality, doesn't it? It's not just ideology, it's exploitation. People suffer while arms dealers get rich.
And this cycle of violence, it reaches this awful peak. Anja, still full of hate.
She conspires with Elias's younger brother, Protus. They plan to plant more detonators in the abandoned farming village.
But then, the most cruel twist. Protus accidentally steps on one of the mines Anja herself just planted.
Oh, that's devastating. Killed instantly.
Elias finds out, and his grief just explodes into rage. He vows total annihilation of the farmers.
It's the cycle consuming itself, that unchecked hatred, that need for revenge. It just spirals and harms everyone. But this tragedy, it might just be the thing that breaks the pattern.
Yeah, because with Protus dead, the young Jedi step in. They have to.
They confront Elias's rage. They point out, look, this was self-inflicted, in a way. This endless revenge helps no one.
And Han chooses that moment to reveal Lowen's double-dealing, selling to both sides.
Which shocks Elias and Janos, the farmer leader. They realize they've been played.
It's that Jedi principle, right?
Yeah.
Breaking the cycle.
Yeah.
Showing them how they're being manipulated, how their own hate fuels the fire.
Moving from blame to maybe collective responsibility.
Jacen suggests something radical. Farmers and miners work together to clear all the traps.
And Zekk shares his own story about unlearning the dark side, about how bitterness just keeps you trapped.
His experience gives his words real weight, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It ties back perfectly to Luke's lesson, letting go of the past's grip. His authenticity connects.
So the cleanup starts. It's massive, dangerous.
Sonic punchers in the mines, monofilament wires, spike pits in the forests, traps from both sides.
And the young Jedi are using the Force, detecting them, carefully disarming them. It's painstaking work.
More than just physical labor, it's a symbolic act of them working together, slowly building trust.
And it's not just them on the ground. Han brings in the Falcon, gets help from friends, Kip Duran, Streen, Lusa, Raynar.
Even the rock dragon ship comes back.
And they use the Falcon's deflector shields to basically blast the burrowing mines in the fields from the air, systematically detonate them.
That's a pretty creative use for the Falcon, definitely unconventional.
Shows the power of teamwork, adapting tools, right?
Yeah, peace building needs that kind of thinking. Creative solutions, working with former enemies for a common good, building something new.
And they do it. They cleared the traps. But the deeper work, the reconciliation, that's just starting.
Anja. She seems to soften a little, just a flicker. She accepts the invitation to the Jedi Academy.
Which feels like progress, maybe.
Well,
yeah.
Here's the twist. As she leaves, we find out she's communicating secretly with Jethros.
No.
Yeah. Her accepting the invitation, it's a ploy. She's infiltrating the Academy for Black Sun, the criminal syndicate.
Still driven by revenge.
And relying on that Andros spice to boost her abilities, tying her deeper into darkness. It's tragic. It really makes you ask, can people truly change? Or are some wounds just too deep?
Wow. So even with a chance for a new path.
As the Jedi head home, they talk about their own pasts, their own traumas, learning to trust again.
And Tedelka puts it perfectly. Clearing the physical traps, that was just the beginning.
The harder battle is overcoming the hatred, the prejudice. That's the real work.
So that brings us to the end of this deep dive into Return to Ord Mantell. We've seen how old grudges fuel new wars, how personal pain can lead down dark paths.
And how complex everything is. Even good intentions can backfire.
It really highlights how hard forgiveness is, doesn't it? And why seeing multiple sides is so vital.
And courage. Not just fighting courage, but the courage to face your own stuff, your biases, and choose differently. Healing takes real effort. You have to push past the easy narratives of blame.
Which leads to a final thought for you, our listener. Thinking about your own life. What invisible traps might be there. Old resentments, maybe. Unresolved conflicts.
Things holding you back from connection or progress.
And what would it take to start disarming them? Something to think about.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dives. Until next time, keep digging, keep questioning.
And keep exploring.